Hello, Grumpy Old Fart here. Um, I did a video just a little bit ago on the 2008 financial crisis, the financial collapse. A friend of mine said it was due to capitalism, and it wasn't, and I explained why. Um, there's a movie out there. I'm gonna push it here because it's a really good movie. Um, there's a movie here called The Big Short, and The Big Short is about the 2008 financial collapse, and it explains in layman's terms really well what happened, what did it. There's going to be some spoilers here, so bear with me. Spoiler alert. The stars of this movie are Steve Carell, who in my opinion is one of the best actors in the field today. He's really good. He started out doing comedy, but he does a lot of really good drama as well, and in this movie he's brilliant. He plays a character named Mark Baum, a real-life character named Mark Baum. Ryan Gosling is in it, Christian Bale, Brad Pitt, really good cast. And they have a lot of cameos from big-name stars like Anthony Bourdain, Margot Robbie, and Selena Gomez. And they show up to explain things in layman's terms. So regular people like you and I can understand it. For those of you who have no idea what happened in 2008, basically what happened was, and the movie explains it better than this. Basically what happened was, there was an investment guy in the 70s. He had a great idea. People buy houses, and their mortgages are safe. It's a pretty safe bet, because honestly, who doesn't pay their mortgage, right? You buy a house, you pay your mortgage. It's like paying rent. Everybody does it, right? Okay. But in this case, you're actually buying the house instead of just renting it. So the mortgages were a safe bet. So what he did is he took a bunch of these mortgages and he put them in under one umbrella account. And he, using the stock market, he allowed investors, and basically they're called mortgage bonds. And what he did was through the stock market, investors essentially they bet that people were still going to pay their mortgages. The profits were decent. The downside was very manageable, very manageable. It's, you know, honestly, if you lost money doing that, something was wrong, you know. It was a very safe bet. So banks were making good money doing that. And then the banks got greedy. And here's where people say, well, it was capitalism. Well, no. A certain amount of greed is good for business. They went overboard, and they committed fraud to do this. I'll explain. What they did is there's only so many houses in America. So they started running out of mortgages to put in these bonds. So they started putting riskier and riskier mortgages in there, because they're rated, I think, from AAA down to triple B, and AAA is the best, triple B is the worst. Anything B is, they call it subprime, and it's crap. Just think crap. Okay. As a Margot Robbie, I think, in there says, just think shit. You know, when you hear subprime, think shit. So anyway, they started putting subprime mortgages in these bonds, and when they were putting the really crappy ones in there, of course people weren't buying them. So they started putting these subprime bonds in there, in what are called CDOs, collateralized debt obligations, which they're basically subprime mortgages that didn't work for regular mortgage bonds. That's basically what it boils down to. And then here's the fraud part. They paid the rating agencies to give them double and triple A ratings. Okay, that's fraud. That's a lie. That's fraud. It's not capitalism. It's fraud. It's a crime. Okay. But so you got a whole bunch of these new mortgages with double and triple A ratings. People are buying them. Hey, yeah, great, you know, and the money's flowing again. Then they invented this other thing called a synthetic CDO. You have a synthetic CDO, and then other people are betting, and people are betting on that CDO. Other people are betting on whether those people are going to make money. Other people are betting on those people making money. And then other people are betting on those people making money. So essentially you have one $10 million CDO responsible for billions in the world economy, all over the world. And those CDOs, which are destined to fail, and they did fail, that was what caused the 2008 collapse. Billions and billions, actually in this case trillions in the world economy just went away. Gone. Just like that. And it was people's 401ks, the regular little people's investments, that kind of thing. All the money in those synthetic CDOs went away. And it was bad. It was real bad. That's what happened with the 2008 financial crisis. I cannot recommend this movie enough. If you're interested in what happened in 2008 with the financial collapse, this is the movie for you. It's called The Big Short. And again, quality stars in it, and they put it in terms you can understand. That's the main thing. And the gist of this is the people who came out ahead in 2008 were people who bet against the CDOs. And that's the main thing. They saw what was going on, and they did what they could. They essentially bet that those CDOs were going to fail, and banks had no clue what they were talking about, and they laughed at them. Sure, yeah, you can bet money on that. Here, we'll work this up for you. They worked out a contract, and so when the CDOs failed, they made money. It sucks to bet on the failure of the world economy, but there you go. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.